there, and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. And he fields it inside the 15. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Wolverines will get the first crack on offense today. And here we go. Wolverines and Buckeyes. Everything that's gone into this game for 365 days is about to play out right now.
And there's just something right? When you look out on that field and you see the colors on the field competing against each other. Maize and blue and scarlet and gray. Let's see what happens.
And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. You'll recall the last time they played, the Wolverines won a very close game. That has not been forgotten in Columbus for a single minute since then.
No, and if I remember right, it was the Michigan defense that really stepped up and prevailed and led them to a close victory the last time out. Let's see what happens today if the Buckeyes offense can make the adjustments.
It's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Dropping back, it's Orgy. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him, but great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there. The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to chuck it again. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools. From both sides, it's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And they pick up the first on the ground. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition for that defensive line play.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Handing off on the draw play. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Can they keep alive this long opening drive? It's the 11th play on 3rd down now. Looking downfield, it's Orgy. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Good enough for 1st down yardage. Tackled is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He's going to hand this off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's third down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the first down. Now it's first and goal inside the 5-yard line.
The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. They pressure it and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually comes home with a sack.
Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Man, that is how you prevent an offense from punching it in when they get inside the 10-yard line. That is back-to-back sacks for this defense near the goal line.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Ohio State's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Howard. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And they're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
A gain sets up a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick catch. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
You know, third down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? If they're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a first down.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. On the ground, it's Judkins. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff in a single back formation. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Extra point banked off the left upright, but it's good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. And there's the handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Offense getting set. It's second down. Back to throw. It's Orgy. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Down play for this offense. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short throw to the tight end. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's escaping the pocket now. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. With the catch, it's Morris. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Looks to the left for a quick throw. It's caught downfield. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. 7th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw it again. Launches downfield. Wide open. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. They stop him quickly, but not before a gain down to the 6. It's 1st and goal. The Wolverines come to the line with 1st and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. After the big loss on first down, it's 2nd and goal, backed up. Scanning the field, it's Orgy. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. That is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, whether it's in the shoe or the big house, when you have these two programs with all that's at stake today, you know emotions run high in a game known simply as the game. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
And the Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. It's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking to pass. It's Howard. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He's hit just before the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Rifles this football to the left. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Chris, this is a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the first down marker is on fourth and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from getting to the marker, and they're unable to do it here.
Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Not much on that play, brought down short. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 11. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Dropping back, it's Orji. Here's a throw underneath to the back. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Morgan. Defense stops him short of the mark, so now it's fourth down. The Wolverines will have to kick it away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic that moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Trying to find some room. It's Edwards. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Now it's second down here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. It's Morgan. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a fourth down now. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? That's caught. It's a Buka. And it works. The first down to the 35. A new set of downs after that completion. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to pass. It's Howard. Airing this one out toward the sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against the deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on fourth down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. Fourth down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and its running back and just keep working that clock.
Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continually keep the ball in bounds.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Can he get there on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The quarterback making some changes at the line. The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. He hands it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. To throw, it's Howard. Looking for his back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. He's running out of time here. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 40. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Escapes this. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. The Wolverines come up to the line in the hurry-up. They come up and quickly spike it, stopping the clock. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. And the Wolverines will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And now the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So another W today as this team continues to pursue perfection. It's going to take a really good team to knock off this bunch, Kurt.
Well, when you're trying to look at teams who are championship caliber teams, you look for every aspect. And I'm talking about the offense, the defense, special teams. When it's crunch time, how do they play? And the entire year, it seems like they just continue to get better in every aspect. It's going to be fun to see where this team ends up.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.